The Findable Forest, Processing Seattle's Urban Forestry Archival Materials. This is Oscar McNary's MLIS Capstone at the Seattle Municipal Archives, spring of 2022. The problem with the materials. Urban forestry records at the Seattle Municipal Archives were unprocessed, undiscoverable, and inaccessible to patrons. The selected records were accessioned in 2012, 10 years ago. Access to public records is needed for government transparency and a working democracy. For the first part of the work, I processed the physical collection. I started by surveying and weeding. I appraised the materials and wrote a processing plan. I then de-accessioned irrelevant or duplicate materials. I arranged the materials, creating subseries by topic to help researchers find related materials, and then I arranged them in chronological order within the subseries. I then reboxed and labeled them. The materials were reboxed in archival Hollinger boxes for preservation purposes, and each folder labeled with intuitive titles, dates, series, number, box, and folder numbers. In doing this work, I started with a disorganized set of 11 bankers boxes. While I was doing the work, I recycled and shredded about half of the materials that were irrelevant or duplicates. Then I organized everything and put them in these Hollinger boxes so you can see how much more organized and easier to access they will be. For the next bit of work, I wrote the finding aid. I entered titles and dates for each folder using archive space, assigned metadata to help patrons find information, wrote thick descriptions including historical notes, and the finding aid is now publicly discoverable on Archives West. This screenshot shows what the finding aid looks like in the publicly discoverable Seattle Municipal Archives website. My end result was a usable, findable, organized archival series of urban forestry records for the Seattle Municipal Archives. I also had a detailed finding aid openly accessible online, and this also meant increased government transparency and accountability since these records are now available. Many thanks to Julie Curson, my sponsor and mentor for this project, and to the entire Seattle Municipal Archives team. I'd also like to acknowledge that the music for this presentation was Slow Lane by Airtone, and that the presentation template was by Slidesgo. Some bonus content found in this series, for those of you who are interested, I found a lot of cute kids drawings from different trainings that they would give, including this one. Look at this cute little guy with a juice box under a tree. Found a lot of kind of zany instructional drawings like this one, and also some photos of people's gardens, and it really showed how people loved these projects and how they cared in these entries to the street side garden contests. In addition, this project was just such a pleasure, and it was reassuring to me that I've spent these years going towards the right goal, that I do love working in archives. Thank you so much for your attention, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the presentations.